Hello everyone! Welcome to It's Crochet O'Clock. My name is Stephanie. We do this live almost every Monday evening at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. So happy that you're here. If it's the first time that you ever participated in a YouTube live and you're actually here while we are live and not watching the replay, please make sure that you're logged into your YouTube account. If you're not logged into your YouTube account, it's not going to let you participate in the live chat that is going on. While you're at it, make sure that you select the drop-down box and that you select live chat versus top chat. It likes to default over to top chat. A lot of the times that's going to filter out some comments. It won't be a great situation for you at all. Hello everybody in chat. Ooh, my chat just went bling all at the same time. That was kind of crazy. Hello, hello, hello. I see my Aunt Jean Ann is already here. Hi! Freaky is here. So, let me tell you guys, alright? Why do I have one curl that is just standing out on its own? Oh, curly hair. Oh, curly hair. Okay. No, it's still standing out there, y'all. I just got one curl that wants to do its own thing today. We're just gonna deal with that, okay? That's just, it is what it is. Oh yes, the disclaimer. Also, if you're new here, we have some locals. They like to joke around. They're not trolls, I promise. That is Sue, Freaky, and Anthony. And if you say something and a pun can be made out of it, most of the time one of those three is going to hop on it pretty stinking quickly. All right, so I know that this is all about crochet. And last week I got a little bit of feedback and people were cranky with me about the second half of the live because I was not crocheting. But I promise you, this has something to do with crochet, okay? We're working on Project Panache. If you don't know what Project Panache is, that is us working on Christmas ornaments. A new one is coming out every 3 weeks. We're working on Christmas ornaments so we can have, hopefully, at the end of the year, beautiful Christmas trees. All kinds of themes are out there. Some of them are bobbles, some of them are snowflakes. There's all kinds of them. But I bought clear bobbles, and that was good for my first one, but I wanted to paint them. So last week rather, on Monday, the last half of it, I was painting the bobbles, and some people did not like that. And I'm so sorry that you did not like that, but guess what? This week, it's all about the paint and the stinking bobbles, okay? Because it didn't work, and we need these for Project Panache. So it does have something to do with crochet eventually, okay? I just have a certain aesthetic that I want, and it's my tree, and I'm bougie, okay? So I will continue to work on this until I get the result that I want. Because while they were Picasso when I left you last week, if you did not see, I put it all over social media the next morning. What happened? All of the paint like seeped out of the bubbles, and it was not cute, okay? And the story of it all is that every night last week when I came home from work or the following morning, I had to put more paint into the bobbles because it was already done. There's no way that I can reach in there and remove the paint from it and try something new. The paint was sticking to some places, it wasn't sticking to other places. It was not all that great. So no less than 5 times did I go through and put more paint into the bobbles. They're still drying, obviously, because they take a really long time to dry to begin with, but because every day I had to recoat them, hoping that eventually everything would stick. I'm thinking that the vast majority of it has stuck this time, but I was on the phone with my Aunt Jean Ann and she was dealing with me all this past week through this saga, okay? So then she goes, you got to figure this out because people are going to ask you and you need to have some information on this. Like, you need to help them. So and I don't know what in Sam Hill happened. I have no idea what in Sam Hill happened. So I went to the Google, of course, because that's what you do. And my aunt kept telling me day after day after day to go to the Google, and I didn't, but I finally went to the Google. And apparently I'm not the only one that has these problems. A lot of people do. So there was a couple suggestions. Some people said that it was the residue from the factory that was inside the bubble that was causing the paint to not stick and slide out. So what they did was they rinsed the inside of their bubbles with alcohol first and then let that dry, and that cleaned off all of the stuff and their paint stuck just fine. Other people said that what they did was they went and they got some hairspray and they put hairspray inside of it, swished it all around, flipped them upside down, let them dry, and the hairspray gave something for the paint to grip onto, so that worked for them. Then Kim, I sent out a message to my patrons yesterday, and right afterwards Kim had read her email, and she sent me a message, and Kim is not here today, and she wasn't here last week, so she's missed this whole saga of the thing. She said, "What's going on?" And I told her what was going on, and she said, "You need to mix a binder with it, and it will probably stick." And she suggested a couple things, but one of the things that she suggested was clear glue and the paint, mixing those together. So me, because I'm extra and I don't want to deal with this again, I've done it all, okay? So I have 3 bobbles here that I have cleaned out with alcohol. I have 3 bobbles over here that I've cleaned out with alcohol, and I've swished hairspray inside of them. By the way, okay, I went to 3 different stores today, and I was not happy about that, okay, because I'm still very phobic of COVID. I have not gotten it. I do not want it, and I don't go places if I don't have to, because people, ew, I don't want to, okay? But I went to the dollar store by the post office because I had to go. It's a Dollar General, actually, right next to the post office because I was already there. Not one thing of hairspray, not even aerosol, no hairspray at all. So then Family Dollar was right down the street, and I figured, look, I'm just looking for some white rain, okay? That's all I want is just some white rain, because it's cheap and I don't use hairspray on my hair. So this is all that I need it for. I didn't want to spend a lot of money. Family Dollar, no hairspray, not even aerosol. It was not okay. It was not okay at all. Then I went to the Walgreens because I didn't want to go to the Walmart. So I went to the Walgreens. They had one thing of hairspray. Just one. I snatched it up. There was a woman that was coming down the aisle. I have no idea if she was going for the hairspray or not, but I wasn't taking any chances. That was my day, trying to go and get that. But anywho, they're dry. And now we're going to mix some glue, because I got the glue. Thank you, Walgreens had the glue, because Dollar General and Family Dollar did not have the clear Elmer's glue. Wait, it's down here. I promise you. It's down here. See? Clear. Washable clear glue. I don't know if the washable is going to make a difference. I don't know. Okay, this is what we're doing. We're doing all of the science things today. Okay, what the heck is with the hairspray shortage? I don't know. I don't know. I haven't bought hairspray in years. Like years. We're talking like 6+ years I have not bought hairspray. I forgot to get popsicle sticks, but thankfully I'm an overachiever, and about 6 or 7 months ago I had a brainchild idea that I was going to do something, and I bought these and I never did it. So thankfully I have them. Let me over here into the trash. So I have popsicle sticks to do the mixing with. Really? Why you gotta be just oh my Lord, I don't want to undo the whole thing. Jesus, fix it. I just want the one. I just want one. Ugh! I need something to put these in. that's gonna work for now. For now, it's gonna work. This is fine. This is all fine. This is a great start to the evening. Oh, let me see. We had a Q-tip shortage. Oh, that sucks. Are the ones with no water still okay? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, okay? All right, so I have... Okay, that one's empty. How are you? That one is almost empty. Where are you at? Oh gosh. I have scissors over here. This one doesn't sound like it has a lot left in it. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. There are bobble issues aplenty. I know. Hello to everybody that is coming in. Hello to everybody that is just coming in. I am having difficulties already, okay? Where are you getting the patterns for your ornaments? So the patrons and I spent a couple weeks. We were looking all over the place and we selected 11 ornaments. The patrons and I did that together. And they are being released every 3 weeks. Oh, by the way, you want to talk... Where are we at? You want to talk about grumpiness. What is my hair doing today? Anywho, grumpiness, okay? Week 1 of Project Panache. If you didn't get there and you didn't print out that pattern, guess what? You're not going to be able to. Because Simplicity decided to redesign their entire site. Simplicity, you probably know them as the... they do... sewing patterns. They redesigned their entire stinking site. And they took out all of their crochet patterns. And I sent them an email and I was like, hey, me and my subscribers, we're doing this project. And the first one is a project that was linked back to your website. And now it's just gone. Along with all of the other crochet patterns. You ever going to bring it back? And she just basically responded with, oh no, sorry about that. So I have to update the blog post and tell everybody, hey, if you didn't get this, so sorry, because it's gone. And there's literally nothing out there that is similar to it. Nothing. Nothing out there that is similar to it. I'm so frustrated with it. Ugh. Did you write labels for the different applications of the paint? No, I did not. They're separate. And I will be keeping them separate. That's what we're doing. Oh. Also, you remember last week when I said, why did I get so many cups? This is why. Because I've been through a gazillion of them already. So this is why we got multiple cups. All right, glue. Glue first. Let's see how we do. Glue, here we go. I have no idea how much we're going to need. I have absolutely no idea. What I do know is that I don't want to mix too much at once. I don't want to do that. Where are the project? It's crochetaclock.com. All right, so this is the dark color. Oh, I just got it all over my finger because that's just who I am as a person. It's just, it's what I do with my life. It's what I do. In case any of you were wondering, this is my life. This is what I do. This is exactly what I do. Oh. Oh, this day. I don't want to take everything else with me. I do not want you. Hang on. Bear with me. Oh, Lord. Lord have mercy. Only me, guys. Only me. All right. Let's see. Doesn't look all that bad. Doesn't look like there's separating issues or anything like that. Oh, man. All right. So this is either going to be really neat and cool, or it's just going to be a disaster. We'll see. We will see how this goes. I was texting on my phone and I missed the last 17 minutes. Well, you know what, John? That's what happens. When you don't pay attention to the class, that's exactly what happens. By the way, for those of you, I am no expert on this, okay? Like, it says that we're experimenting for a reason, because I don't know if this is going to work or not, and I don't want you guys to suffer like I did for the past week. So that's where we're at right now, okay? So just fold and stay right there. Just stay. All right. Here we go. I don't know. This is the one that has just been cleaned out with alcohol. There is no hairspray in this. And this is mixing clear Elmer's glue with acrylic paint. And that is what we are doing right now. And I really thought that last week, you know, things were going really, really great. It's like, yeah, this is great. I am Picasso. I am Picasso. Teacher scolding? Oh, honey, you just don't know John. John's vying for the Three Musketeer. He's vying for the D'Artagnan position and the Three Musketeers of the people that I have to give a disclaimer about. No. Oh, there's air bubbles. Hopefully those will clear out. Lots of air bubbles. Hello, Miss Amanda. Oh, there I go with more paint again because I was paying attention to chat and I wasn't watching. Because this is my life. I'm just really trying to get just one little section. One tiny little section. See that section right there? That's what I need. John deserves every bit of grief that anybody could ever possibly give him, believe me, because he gives enough of his own. I promise you. He gives me grief all the time. He's a patron. We deal with him in Zooms almost every week. He's sassy. Almost. It's starting to close up. And it's so deceiving. This process is so stinking deceiving because, oh, those are some really big bubbles. Oh, that's not okay. It's really, really deceiving because they look so beautiful when you first complete them. And you're thinking that you're doing something great. And the truth is that you're not. It's really, really deceiving. The air bubbles look like glitter. Kinda. I mean, they normally would, but there's some really rather large ones in there. Okay. Ooh, all that paint going in there. Y'all can't see that, but I'm dumping a lot of paint back in here because we don't want to waste if we don't have to, right? Dumping that back in there. How did you get the bubbles? Yep, exactly what Dee said. I mixed too vigorously. That's what it was. And I didn't let it sit. Oh, and then I'm stupid and I just go and touch the outside of this with paint on my thumb. Oh, I'm just doing so well today, you guys. So well. So well. You gonna stick another finger in there, right? I mean, let's just go for it all while we're here. All right, second one. Again, this is just cleaned out with alcohol. That's it. Nothing else. Come on, just one drop. Thank you. Here we go. I really, 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 really want this to work because these are just, they're beautiful. These colors are just gorgeous. Oh, Angela said, I almost missed the chat. Well, it's not so much as a chat. It's like watching Steph blunder is what is going on here. It's mainly what's going on here. It's just watching me blunder. But it's okay. It'll all work out eventually. Yep, eventually. Hopefully I will not have to do a whole bunch of coats with this. I have a question. With these self-painted baubles, are you leaving them plain or putting crochet over them? I'm putting crochet over them. So what happened, if you missed what I was talking about last week, is I have already finished week 1, 2, 3, 4, and I was, not week, round. That's important because there's 3 weeks and then we get a new round. So I am on round 5. And I worked one up. I got ready and I had a lot of time. So I just went up last week before the live and I was sitting in my living room and just started working up week 5. And I had one ornament done in 20 minutes. And when I looked at it, it reminded me of the old glass floats that fishermen used to use. I don't know if, probably a lot of you are not going to be familiar with them, but I was raised in a coastal town, so I'm pretty familiar with all things, you know, of the sea and fishing and of that life. That's what it reminded me of. And then I went, oh, clear ornaments is not what I need for this. Like what I really wanted to do was change the entire theme of my Christmas tree to a sea themed Christmas tree, but I have all of this stuff for the theme that I am working on, and it is going to be what it is going to be, so I'm not doing that. But I felt like this needed colored for round 5. I felt like I needed it. You guys may not, but I felt like I needed it. So that is why I am doing this, because I wanted some color. And somebody asked me on Facebook, on one of the Facebook posts, why didn't you just buy colored baubles? Well, because I'm bougie. That's the only way to put this, because I am bougie and I absolutely needed to have very specific colors. And they and they don't make them. So, is this acrylic paint? Yes. Yes, it is. Yeah, but yeah, that's exactly what my Aunt Jean Ann said. My Aunt Jean Ann said that, well, there's always next year for the sea theme. Like, I'm already making all of them in my brain. I can already see it in my brain. Oh, the neighborhood dogs, for some reason, are all losing their mind. I don't quite know why. Lord, this paint. There's a lot of paint in here. We usually crochet or do crochet related things. I promise you this is crochet related. I promise. I promise. It's just prep for the crochet. I promise it's crochet related. Honest to goodness, I do. All right. So there goes that one. Put you up there. Put you up there. Now I'm going to do one in this color that has the hairspray in it. And we're going to see how this one turns out with this color. That's not bougie, that's OCD. I love you too, Cindy. I needed to have my own specific colors, okay? It's what I needed in my life. I had to have it. It's not the spreading part, Roberta, that's the problem, because it spreads across the inside of the bobble beautifully. The problem is that as it dries, it all slides right on back out of the bobble. It will not stick to the sides. So that's why we're doing what we're doing. 3 of these bobbles have just had the insides cleaned out with alcohol, just in the off chance that there's something from the manufacturer that is causing it not to stick. And then I have 3 more, this one is one of them, that I have cleaned out with alcohol, and then I have put hairspray in it to hopefully give the paint something to stick onto. So we will see how it does. We will definitely know by tomorrow morning how it's going to do, because each time, you know, it's been about 24 hours, and you really do need to wait that long too, because there were times, like I think there was one day where I told my Aunt Jean Ann that, oh, they were coming out beautifully, and I thought that this round was going to stick, and then I went home from work, and nope, all the paint had slid right on out while I was at work. So I don't know. Ida responded, we have somebody new in the chat, and she has not been with us, so she doesn't understand what Project Panache is and all of that stuff. So she said, this may seem a bit off topic, but I promise you it will make sense in the end. We're making crochet ornaments to go over these baubles, and they have to be specific colors. You guys don't have to make them specific colors, but I want specific colors because I have a theme. I have a theme. And I want these colors. Wow, this one has taken a really long time to spread down. But we will get it. We will persevere. Hopefully. Trying to get it. It's really hard. And you know, every time I'm up in them and I'm looking at them like this, I can see Freaky going, don't put your eye up to that. Freaky of all people giving safety advice. And there I am, putting my eyeball right on up to it. Because that's what I do. Come on. Just a little smidge more. Just a little smidge. Okay. All right, so I'm thinking I'm just going to, all right, this one is going back over here. It's separate because this is one of the hairspray ones. I've been known to do odd things too. Man, I tell you, the craziness that ensues in my life. Oh, I need a new cup. All right. So this is the, this one, there's still a little bit in here. There's still a little bit in there too. I don't know, we'll see. We will see. I love this color. I mean, I love them both, obviously, because I chose them to put on my tree, but this color is just so pretty. So, so, so pretty. Glue, because Kim says that we need a binder. So I am choosing to believe Kim. Because I want to talk about somebody who does all the things. Kim does all the things. All the things. So, if you ever have a craft-related issue, Kim. Okay, that might be a all right. Come on. Come on. All right. Wow, Steph. As if the air bubbles before weren't big enough? Look at that. Huh? As if I didn't put big enough air bubbles in before. Look at what I had to go and do. Lord Jesus. Only me. Only me. You guys, tonight is just... Oh, this is my world. This is my life. Okay. We're not going to mix as vigorously. You know, if this works, I will just throw this out there. If this works, and Kim is indeed correct, you want to talk about a way to stretch your paint. This will be the way to do it. Because there's barely any paint in here. Oh, I love this color. I don't think it translates very well on screen, but this color is like the color of a natural pearl. Honest to goodness. It's so pretty. Air bubble, air bubble. Come on. It's so, so, so pretty, you guys. Okay. A pearl was mentioned last week, yes. Yes, it was. Okay, so this is the last one that is just cleaned out with alcohol. Come on, drip. Can you please drip for me? Just drip, because I don't want to touch you to the side. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, those air bubbles. So if you end up doing this at home after you mix your paint, I would suggest letting it sit there for a couple minutes before you actually pour it in, because the air bubbles are they're a serious thing. Gosh, this color is just so pretty. And in case you guys were wondering what the colors were, the first one is, this is Dazzling Metallics from Deco Art, and this one was Rich Espresso, and the one that I am currently using is Taupe. But the metallic versions, Lord, there is a lot of bubbles. A lot of bubbles. But you know what? It worked out just fine for the last one, or the first one rather. So maybe those air bubbles will slide right on down. Come on. No, you don't. Whew, there's lots of air bubbles. That's a lot of air bubbles. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. You can tap it like you would a cake, probably, but you know, of course, I didn't think of that. The air bubbles are a lot more noticeable in this one. You can actually see them on camera. Come on. Trying to let as much of this paint run back into here, because I don't want to waste. And it's still going. Alright, listen, I've had enough of your sass. Alright, I've had enough of your sass. We're done. We're done. You're done. Alright, so there's that. But this one looked a lot like that too, and all of the air bubbles have come out of it, so hopefully it's going to be fine. Are you starting to streak already? Are you starting to streak already? Why do you look so funky? I don't know, guys. I don't know. I don't know. Listen, just Jesus fix it. Jesus is going to fix it. It's going to be okay. Now we're over to the ones that has hairspray. Oh. Ida says that it's time for us to talk about what's for dinner. I am having chicken and pesto pasta with broccoli. That's what I'm having. Oh, so good. All right. Such a pretty color. Fish, buttered noodles, mashed potatoes, and black-eyed peas. Boy, I tell you, Ruth is always feasting over there at her house. Always feasting. Trying to see. That's what I'm working on. And there we go. All right, so now, oh, of course I have to touch the paint. Stephanie, Lord, I'm not doing well. Not doing well. Not doing, oh, this is a lot of air bubbles in here too. We'll see. We will see what happens. I don't know. Fried fish and fries and hush puppies. Oh, hush puppies. I love hush puppies. I should make some hush puppies soon. Should fry me up some shrimp, some hush puppies. If you don't get it on your hands, you're not doing it right. Well, I mean, I would like to try and stay relatively clean. Somewhat. I don't know. It looks like the air bubbles on the other one are sliding down significantly. So that's helpful. At least you're not accident prone. Hey, listen. Were you late? My daughter did these one year. Don't remember what she did to make it stick. This is just... We're just experimenting, trying to find out what in Sam Hill actually works. For those of you that are wondering, the paint is still coming out of it. Just don't get it on your clothes because it won't come off. I know, and I'm wearing my Jesus Heard That shirt. What was I thinking? I put on my Jesus Heard That shirt to come in here and work with acrylic paint. Telling you, I am not with it today. And I didn't think that today was all that much of a bad day, but apparently. All right, I think we're pretty good with that one. It does have a lot of air bubbles on it, but this other one is the first one that I did. You see they're coming down significantly. They're all sliding down significantly, so hopefully the same thing is going to happen with the hairspray models. I knew people that do the same thing with glitter use clear floor wax. That was one of the things that that Kim suggested, but that would require me going to Lowe's, and I didn't want to go to Lowe's because people, ew. And I didn't want to do it. I didn't feel, I don't want to do it. So here is the last one, and this one is hairspray. Cleaned out with alcohol first, let it dry, and then put hairspray in it and let that dry. And now the paint. And hopefully it does well. Hopefully they all do. It would be great if they all did it. Some of my ornaments just may be looking a little funkier than others this year. Who knows? Who knows what's going to happen? All right. There's lots of air bubbles in this one. Way many more air bubbles than what was in the darker one. Lord. What in Sam Hill is going on? You know what? I don't think this one was quite dry, because that's the way my evening is going. I do not think this one was quite dry. Have mercy. Come on. There's quite a lot of air bubbles in this one too. Man. Good night, Roberta. We only got about 12 minutes left anyways. Come on. Down just a little bit more. Oh, no, I do not want you to come out. I want you to clear that little space that is right there. Did I just touch wet paint? I feel like I just touched wet paint again. Yes, I definitely did. I think the glue might be affecting the color, you guys. Or maybe I didn't put enough pigment in it. Because it's definitely, it's more creamier. If that makes any sense. Come on. Come on. There's still a lot of paint coming out. All right. Over there. All right. Still a lot of paint there, but that's glue and paint, so we're not going to reuse that because no. Yeah. This is not Picasso. I mean, does it look cool? Yes. You guys absolutely cannot see this right now. I don't even know if there's a way for me to show this to you. Let me see. Damn. Let me see. Can you see how see-through it is? Let me go get one of the other ones for reference. Pause for dramatic effect. They're in the other part of the studio. You may have already told this, but why do you not just paint the outside? Yes, exactly, so the paint doesn't chip. So, you can't, I don't know if you guys can see this on screen or not, but you see this one right here? You see what it was doing? You see those tiger stripes down the side? This is what I've been battling all week long. I don't know if... it's just not going to show it to you guys. As much as I want it to, it's just not going to. Can you guys see it? No, you can't. Maybe you can a little bit. You see, that's what I've been dealing with. And that is what I am trying to avoid. And that is what is not working. This one isn't quite as bad as the other one, but it's also a lot darker. See, it doesn't look all that different on the screen there, but it does. That here looks a lot different here. Oh, man, this is so super frustrating. You can see the streaky effect. Good. I'm glad. Yeah. Yeah. This is super frustrating. Like, there has to be something. There has to be something. And basically, this right here, like, I'm looking at it right now, and I can see that the colors have changed completely. Just by mixing it with the glue, the colors have changed completely. Do I hate them? No. Are they what I wanted? Also no. Am I going to deal with it? Probably, because I don't have a choice. But I don't know what else to do. Maybe, because I've already coated them with this and the Elmer's glue, maybe if I come back tomorrow and I do another round that's just paint, maybe because the glue is there, it will do a better job of sticking. I don't know. See, I can see it really bad when I hold it up to the lights. And what I think when I'm looking at this is, if I can see it right now holding up with lights, granted there is crochet netting that's going to be over this particular bobble, so that's going to hide it a little bit. I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal, but problem is if there's lights behind it, that's going to shine through, and that's not what I wanted. I wanted solid metallic color for this. I did not want any shine through. And like, you can literally, when I look through here, I can see, like, it's just, you know what it looks like? It looks like sourdough starter. You know, when your sourdough starter is all super frothy and you shake that sucker down and you get all of that gluten webbing, that's exactly what this looks like. Frustrating when you just trying to get the effect after. And looked at tutorials and they made it look so simple. None mentioned the difficulty. See, exactly. Like, how hard? How hard can it be? So you need another layer of paint. I think I'm absolutely going to for these, because they're definitely too see-through for my liking, for what I want right now, and there's no telling what they're going to look like tomorrow morning when I come in. Maybe coat with Elmer's, it dries clear, then put the paint on it. Maybe. I thought you used too much glue. I thought the ratio should have been much more paint and less glue. Kim actually told me to do 50-50, is what she told me to do. I don't know that I did 50-50. I think I did more glue than I did paint. I don't know. I don't know. I do not know. What I do know, though, is that I just figured out a question that I had for next year. Because the sea glass, the floats that I mentioned earlier, when I was talking to my aunt about it, and I was telling her that now I have to do a sea-themed tree. Now I have to. And I went, but how am I going to get that see-through effect? Because it's glass, and I didn't want it to be completely opaque. I figured that out. Because these are really going, you can see the air bubbles that are sliding down. They used to be all up at the top, and now they're all sliding down. So, and this is, oh gosh, this one just looks horrible. See, it looks fine to you guys right now, but I can see it, and it looks horrible. That's just... Was that Australian 50-50? That's metric. What is Aussie 50-50 and imperial? Right? Yeah. Yeah, the sea colors will look beautiful with this, but I just need to, I think tomorrow, I can already tell you that tomorrow I'm going to come in here tomorrow morning, and I'm just going to do another thing of straight paint, and hope that it will stick to it because it's got the glue in there. So we'll see. Oh man, it's been an adventure, okay? And I'm going through all of the frustration, so you guys don't have to if you decide that this is something that you want to do. But this with all of this streaking, all of this craziness with all of this streaking, this is 5 different coats of this paint. 5. And it's horrible. Like, my baubles have stretch marks. Like, most of us are women here, and I'm sure that the ones that are not women know what stretch marks look like. My baubles had babies, and they're living their best lives, and we are not going to judge them for it, because I'm not putting any more paint in them. It's just the way that it's going to go. Oh, I'm an Aussie, and I'm so offended. All right, you guys. So it's time for us to go. I will see you guys next Monday if I don't see you in the Facebook group, or if I don't see you over on Patreon. If you're a patron, all of that good stuff. I will take pictures tomorrow morning, and I'll post them on the community tab here on YouTube, and I'll also post them in the Facebook group so everybody has a chance to see what actually happens. And yeah, I promise today has to do with crochet. I promise it does. Okie dokie. I will see you guys soon-ish. Soonish. Be kind. We'll talk soon. Bye-bye.